A national report puts Intermountain Medical Center as Utah's #1 hospital. U.S. News and World Report recently released the rankings. In our continued partnership with Intermountain Medical Center, Good for Utah's Nadia Crow sits down with a patient who was not surprised to hear that #1 status. That's because she says doctors at IMC saved her life.
No fevers. I've been feeling really good.
Pulmonology patient Frankie Johnson was transported to Intermountain Medical Center in critical condition. She just spent 2 weeks at another hospital being treated for pneumonia and only got worse.
The kids said, well, we got to get you to another hospital, and they brought me here.
It starts out with making the right diagnosis and then figuring out which treatment is best for an individual patient.
So first things first, Johnson didn't have pneumonia, but a bad reaction to medication she was prescribed. A misdiagnosis spotted by IMC staff.
I just started getting better. I was pretty sick and pretty weak, but they got me through it. And I mean, I just think they're wonderful.
And U.S. News and World Report agrees, ranking Intermountain Medical Center #1 in the state. Hospital Administrator David Grauer says the hospital uses best practices or tried and true procedures.
Treating a certain illness or a certain injury, and then we standardize around those proven best practices, and we know that that leads to better outcomes for our patients at a more appropriate cost.
Best practices really can help control costs, because if you're not doing unnecessary tests, that saves money. And as well, the quicker we get to the right diagnosis and get somebody effectively treated, then the better they are in terms of the expenditure as well as in their own health.
Good.
And Johnson's health is much better. Her family went from planning her funeral to planning a brighter future.
I've had a bunch of new great-grandkids that I would have missed out on, and some marriages, and my family's growing, and I just enjoy them, and I think back that I would have missed that. It would have been awful.
In Murray, Nadia Crow, Good for Utah.
Nadia, thank you. Even though Intermountain Medical Center ranked #1 in the state, Dr. Dean says he's not satisfied. The hospital's new goal is to break into the top 50 best hospitals